Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very highly anticipated video of series number 2 on wrestling parents. Must be stopped. Now, I got some comments on the last video, a lot positive, but a lot of them were kind of slashing me, like, Cayden, why are you covering something like this? And, V Radio has something to say about that. So he says, been coaching youth wrestling for 10 years now. I've literally only seen one incident like that. It's not as common as people are saying. Don't turn this into a bad police shooting situation where you keep playing clips taken over the course of many years from the entire country as an indication of an epidemic problem that is actually not that common. You know what, V Radio? Sure, you do have a point. Of course, this doesn't happen at every single tournament you go to, but nevertheless, wrestling is such an emotional, physical sport. And just like how Abe Briggs says here, the kids are never the problem. It's usually always the parents, and that's what I'm gonna try to get across. And listen, if there are actual videos like this, I'm gonna keep looking them up, I'm gonna keep searching them, I'm gonna bring them to the light. Why? Content, baby. But here we go, we're gonna hop into the first video. So these kids look like they just ended their wrestling match. Do not know who wins. We got Blue Singlet coming over. Telling them probably good match, good job. Just having small talk. Must have been a bad call. We got a parent out on the mat, or a ref, or a coach. Looks like there might be some confusion. But this is where it gets problematic. He comes over. What is he trying to do? Was he talking smack to the other coach? Buddy, what were you trying to accomplish there in that situation? Were you called a name? Was the kid wrestler, clearly nothing bad happened to him? You don't want to be doing that. Don't get into these confrontations with other parents and coaches like that, man. And Tyon Wee, he had a point here. He goes, one time during my high school wrestling match, the other team was cursing us out and the parents were cursing too and taunting us. And of course, sure, I get it in this guy's situation if he was being taunted or cursed at, which I don't think he was, but for real though, at a high school thing, that's just bad form, and especially from the parents. That's ridiculous. So this one, we got some youth wrestlers here. I'm feeling a flat man coming on. This guy runs in a half here. Oh, it looks like he's gonna get a double chicken wing. Now this kid on the bottom screaming. Just screaming. Just let him have it. We hear dad yelling, coming on the ref. Oh, that kid's arm. It's broke though. Let's see. Oh, and he goes to his knees. We need an instant replay of that. Perfect form. I rate that a 10 out of 10. That is definitely what you want to do to get your dad on your side and get him yelling at the ref, because that was so illegal. He was hurting his arm. And we got the mom in here yelling. Miss Karen. I'm sorry if you watch my videos, Miss Karen. But the dad's yelling at the ref to stop the match if the kid is screaming. You got a 9-year-old screaming. The ref is trying to be calm, trying to handle the situation. Oh, and of course, everyone comes and makes sure the kid's all right, because that was an insane position, my man. That looked like it hurt, my man. Nick Holbrook had this to say: we had a couple kids that would start screaming, "I can't breathe," when they would get put on their back. Their parents would freak out and stop the match. I always asked how he was yelling so much if he couldn't breathe. And now this was the same situation. You can see here from this freeze frame that this kid was literally just put in double chicken wing, and he was screaming, well, because he didn't want to lose, he didn't want to get pinned. I was in youth wrestling. I've been wrestling for 14 years now. I'm in college. I know exactly what this was like. Sure, I shed some tears in my youth wrestling days, and I know what this guy's trying to do. He's trying to overinflate the situation, and of course, by him doing that, his parents are going to react. That's going to make him react in a more poor way, and you could see him, again, when he drops to his knees after he's holding his hand behind his back. Buddy, just let your arm hang loose, you're fine. So hopping in with this next video, we didn't get to see the beginning, but we got a ton of parents confrontation. That is about, 25 adults we're looking at right now. What is the crowd chanting? This is at I would assume a high school wrestling meet. A lot of people there, actually. Kudos to that. But looks like they're finally walking out now, getting escorted out. Is that a police officer? Now Sean Reynolds goes, I'm a wrestling dad of 3. This happens a lot. Great video. Well, thank you so much for that. But yeah, no, honestly, like I can see stuff like this happening a decent amount. But you know, sometimes it's not all about like the punches being thrown or like, crazy things like that. Just kind of the parents arguing, whether it be at the ref or other parents, stuff like that. But we're gonna see in this next clip, this dad kind of really took it over the top. So you can see our dad here. He's in the front row. I believe his son's wrestling. That totally makes sense. He's getting into it, of course. Everyone's down for that. Everyone's down for their dad to get into it. Maybe not, you know, screaming a ton and just screaming, but, you know, he's passionate for his son winning here. Or at least, I hope the dad hopes he's going to win. So I assume this would be like at some type of state tournament. I don't know necessarily what level this is at. I would think high school. His dad's standing up again. Trying to give him technique tips. All right, his dad's up again. Screaming. It must be down in the last couple seconds. So we're going to see here, though, he's clapping, and the opponent is right next to him, his opponent's parents. They're trying to get in each other's faces. Oh, shoot. Dude, they're already throwing punches. Like, come on. So these were opposing wrestlers' parents right next to each other. And, okay, that was actually super childish. Hold on, we're going to go back to that. This dude, this one dad that we're focusing on here, was trying to outclap and out-cheer his wrestler. And it looks like the other guy from the other team was clapping in his face. And we just saw, did we see a swing there? You know, but now we got, looks like security there, bringing him away. Dad gets tossed the headgear. His son must have won. But if that ever happens to me, if I'm ever going to try to outclap my son's opponent wrestler's parent, something's wrong. Now, Brett goes, true story. Once I watched a mother of my team argue with a parent from Great Bridge in Cheapsake, Virginia. They got physical, and she grabbed his balls. And then for our last video here, we really don't know what's going on here, but we're going to focus on the guy in the hat. Looks like he's walking away from his son's match here. The ref comes over. Not sure what the ref is trying to talk to him about. And we really can't get a good view on it. Looks like he's just arguing. Cop comes in. And he walks him out. Now that one was boring. All in all, of course, I'm not bashing the whole wrestling parent community or whatever. I mean, we can see here from this comment, every sports parent must be stopped. They're insane. And now, you know, of course I make this video just because wrestling YouTuber, of course this interests me because it's the sport I'm in. And you know, in my life, of course, I've seen a decent amount of occurrences. And of course, every parent, every sport is different. You know, they're all anomalies. But if you guys did enjoy this video, I really appreciate it if you guys would like the video and subscribe. That really helps me out. The next 2 videos that are coming out are gonna be totally different from what I've been doing, kind of wrestling related. One, we are kind of doing like a really fun fitness giveaway video. And then the other one, we are going to be pushing a car. So make sure you stay tuned to that. We got a collab with one other YouTuber, which I'm super excited for you guys to see. But thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys next video.